Backs. Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Badass Backstories, the series where I talk about the past of a character and how they came to be. Today's episode will be featuring the mad scientist, Andross. Andross was once a Cornerian scientist with pure intentions. His research proved to be beneficial towards both Corneria and the Lylat system, earning him the title of a genius and to be honored and respected. In time, however, Andross gained a wide lust for power, bringing him to the point of insanity. Dangerous experimentations left General Pepper of the Cornerian army suspicious, often questioning the ethics of them. It was not long until both Andross and General Pepper came into a serious confrontation over the issue. Andross was given no other choice than to terminate his research, but blatantly ignored the general's demands. Eventually, his experimentations caused a massive explosion that tragically destroyed a large portion of Corneria City. Infuriated, General Pepper banished Andross to the desolate planet Venom, in fear that he could potentially destroy Corneria if left to do his bidding. It was expected that Andross would not survive there. When he was sent there, however, he survived. In exile, Andross made the discovery that Venom hosted life forms of humanoid lizards and monkeys. As the years progressed, he began to build an army and conduct numerous life-threatening experiments on himself. He became a twisted shell of his former being and was driven by madness. His thoughts and intentions went from protecting the Lylat system to destroying it and ruling a new galaxy under his name. With this new power founded by the forces of Venom, Andross created an empire. 5 years had passed and General Pepper noticed strange activity coming from Venom. Under direct order from the Cornerian army, a band of mercenaries known as the Star Fox team were sent to investigate. The team consisted of 3 members: James McCloud, the founder and leader, and his 2 best friends, Peppy Hare and Pigma Dengar. Upon their arrival, however, Pigma betrayed the team, leaving James and Peppy to be captured by Andross. James was killed, and Peppy barely managed to escape. Returning home, he informed General Pepper of what happened and told James's son, Fox, about his father's fate. A few years after the incident on Venom, Andross declared war on the Lylat system, proclaiming himself emperor to all. The Venomian army was unleashed onto Venom's neighboring planets, destroying everything in their path. Any form of rebellion was crushed, causing the Lylat system to be on the brink of becoming a wasteland of near extinction. Corneria, Andross's homeworld, was the final defense left against the menacing threat which had overcome the galaxy. Fox was outraged when he found out the government couldn't do anything about Andross, so he decided to leave the Cornerian Academy to deal with it himself. Under Peppy's wing, he formed a new Star Fox team. This team was led by James's son, Fox, composing of Peppy Hare and fellow dropouts, Slippy Toad and Falco Lombardi. Having been trained to become experts at flying the R-Wing, they immediately came to Corneria's aid without hesitation. Fox guaranteed Andross would be stopped and Pigma would be brought to justice, leaving to assist in fending off the Venomian army's invasion. The planets of the Lylat system were saved thanks to their efforts, and even the rival bounty hunters of Star Wolf were disposed of. Venom's homeworld forces were also defeated, until Andross himself awaited his demise. Soon Fox reached Andross. He finally saw the man that murdered his father, or should I say, was once a man, because the countless lethal experiments took a toll on Andross's appearance, as he was nothing more than an immense, disembodied head, with giant mechanical hands at his sides. Then an intense battle began. Eventually, Fox destroyed the outer layering of Andross's head, and soon the ape revealed himself in his true form, an enormous brain with 2 bulging eyes that were connected to the brain by energy strands. He even made a pun.
Only I have the brains to rule Lylat.
'Cause he's in that brain form. Well, anyways, Fox ended up beating Andross. However, as he burst into flames, Andross declared that if he was going to die, then he was going to take Fox with him, and with the last of his power, let loose a devastating self-destruction, hoping to kill Fox. He almost succeeded, but thanks to James McCloud's spirit, Fox was guided back to the surface safely. Meeting with General Pepper, Fox informed everyone that the leader of Venom had finally been defeated and that the Lylat system had been saved. The Titania Incident. 4 years had passed since the presumed death of Andross. After the Lylat Wars, the galaxy seemed to be at peace, but then came Captain Shears, who was first a nice, polite guy like General Pepper, but underneath this exterior, he was an insane psychopath. Our Cornerian base was established on Titania for research on its ruins. Unfortunately, it was a front for the leader of the base, Captain Shears, to resurrect the great Andross by cloning genetic remnants of him found on the planet. Sometime during the past 4 years, a space gang led by Cap Monroe had hacked into the main database of Captain Shears' files and discovered research documents on resurrecting Andross. Although they originally believed that they were plans for a bioweapon, she managed to contact Falco, a former member of the gang, for assistance in dealing with what she had found. Falco left without his team's permission. Captain Shears misled Star Fox into believing that Cat's gang were leftovers from Andross's army to prevent the information from getting out, resulting in a dogfight between Fox and Falco. It was not until after Slippy explored the base and realized the truth, although Slippy ended up being captured in the process. Fox entered Captain Shears' base on Titania in an attempt to stop him, but it was too late. The once powerful dictator Andross had been awakened, despite Slippy's efforts in stopping Andross' revival. Captain Shears was crushed by the resurrected Andross, who thereafter immediately attacked Fox. Fox blinded Andross by throwing Shears' sword at one of his eyes, escaping a close encounter and enraging Andross even more. Luckily, the Star Fox team managed to destroy the base and left Andross beneath its ruins by using a landmaster. The Saurian Crisis. After his apparent defeat at the hands of Fox, Andross, severely weakened and reduced to a disembodied spirit, fled the Lylat system and took refuge on Dinosaur planet, where he learned of the Krazoa. Andross found and gave General Scales, who was invading the Krazoa palace at the time, more power to defeat the Earthwalker army and conquer Dinosaur planet, while at the same time keeping himself relatively unknown to Scales. After some time, Crystal arrived on the planet and discovered the Krazoa. She completed one of the 6 spiritual tests, releasing a Krazoa spirit into the palace. When she did this, Andross, who had been observing her the entire time, attacked, trapping her within a crystal which ascended to the roof of the palace. After this incident, he disappeared into the shadows and awaited the moment when all 6 spirits would eventually be released. A distress signal had been sent out by an injured Earthwalker, and it was General Pepper who'd received it. The Star Fox team, who had been orbiting the planet at the time, was ordered by General Pepper to investigate. Falco had left Star Fox years earlier, and the team was in desperate need of funds to make repairs on the Great Fox. They saw this as a great opportunity to do so. Arriving on the planet, the lone hero Fox discovered Crystal's staff and battled his way through the dangers of the Dinosaur planet, fighting against General Scales' vicious tribe known as the Sharp Claw. He learned after much research that sections of the planet were split apart, which had been causing the destruction of Dinosaur planet. The team also learned of the Krazoa spirits and were ordered to collect all 6 to reassemble the missing sections of the planet. It was later discovered that General Scales was a mere puppet of Andross. After the final confrontation between him and Fox, the voice of Andross demanded General Scales to give up the last of the Krazoa spirits, which he had held inside himself all along. Fox recognized the voice but could not remember who exactly it was. Having the last spirit released, Andross arose in form of a mighty Krazoa statue looking over the vast palace, claiming to be a god. Crystal was released from her prison and saved by Fox, who watched as she took back her staff and quickly tried to destroy the floating statue. Her attacks did nothing, as it floated to the skies, where it was followed by Fox in his air wing. Arriving in space, a confused Fox stared upon the great Krazoa statue, which stared back at him. It suddenly spun around, revealing the creature it had been hiding. Andross, who was thought to have been killed 8 years ago, laughed and said at how he was going to destroy the Lylat system. Fox, stunned, knew Andross had to be destroyed, once and for all. It was Fox vs. Andross all over again. After a long battle, Falco appeared from nowhere and saved Fox from being killed. by firing a bomb directly at Andross as he was using his vacuum breath. Andross didn't think much of Falco because he was concentrated on killing Fox, but because of that, Falco kept on providing Fox with bombs, and one by one they were released into Andross's mouth, revealing the large brain he shelled underneath. After several rapid shots, Andross screamed in defeat, burst into a blast of energy, destroying him and almost destroying Fox and Falco's R-Wings. The evil Emperor Andross had finally been defeated for good.